Hello, lovely people. So, I wanted to talk about meditation this morning. I know that probably most of you do meditate, or at least have practiced meditation at some point in your journey. And you know what an important practice it is. I think it was Maharishi who said that, if only a very tiny proportion of the world's population were meditating, that we would have world peace. Of course, it's also incredible for us as individuals, in reducing our stress levels and learning that we're not our thoughts and our emotions and our body, that we actually have a higher self that is really in charge. So, in my astrology practice, I frequently find myself talking to people about having a meditative practice. And I get three responses come back. One is, I've tried, but I can't do it. The second is, well, I sort of meditate when I'm walking or I'm doing my yoga. And I've forgotten what the third one is, but I'm sure it'll come up in my conversation. Sometimes I do have Teflon moments. So, the whole thing about it doesn't work for me. People seem to have an idea that meditation is about being in some sort of transcendent place for the whole 20 minutes or however long it is that you're meditating for. Nobody can do that. If we could, the whole planet would be enlightened. Even the Dalai Lama says you can't hold it for more than about 2.5 breaths. And as soon as you know that you're in a transcendent place, you're not in it anymore anyway. You just don't know when you're there. But if you come out and think, whoa, I was somewhere else, then think, wow, how amazing was that? I actually had that experience, even if it only lasted for a moment. Those moments are precious. So, the whole point of meditation really is to get control of our minds and our bodies and our emotions. So, you're sat meditating and you become aware that your mind is chuntering away. You don't even say anything, you just stop it. You just observe that your mind is chuntering and you come back to your meditation, to the focus of your meditation, whatever that focus is. And I'll give you a couple of ideas in a minute. Equally, if you're feeling uncomfortable, you just relax your body and say you're fine, you're okay. And you come back to your meditation. You come back to the practice. And even if your mind wanders off every 10 seconds, that's okay. It's about the coming back. It's about your higher self saying, no, we're not thinking right now. We're focusing on the meditative practice that we're doing. So as your meditative practice, for people who've never meditated before or don't know what to do, the simplest thing to do is to follow your breath going in and out of your nostrils. So you just feel the air come in through your nostrils and out again. And when you're realizing you're not focusing on that, you come back to that focus. I did learn another one the other day that I must admit I really like. And, every now and again when I think about it and I've got a few moments, I'll just practice this one as well. And that is to breathe through your heart. So you focus in your heart area. And as you're breathing in and out, you imagine the breath is going in and out through your heart area. Now, ideally, you want to be doing this for a minimum of 20 minutes in the morning. And if you can, 20 minutes in the early evening as well. You'll find that really helps to settle your day and give you that extra settledness for the evening. Don't do it just before you go to sleep. I know it's tempting, um, but sometimes, sometimes meditation can just knock you out and you'll find you're asleep within 5 minutes. But other times it can really wake you up, and you don't want to be awake for hours. So I do suggest doing it in the early evening. And the third reason hasn't come to me. So enjoy your practice. Ah, yes, just one little thing. We're not our minds, our feelings, or our bodies. Okay, a lot of people seem to think that, the way we think, the way we feel, and what our body's like is not under our control. It's completely under our control. We are a higher self. However you want to see your higher self, wherever you want to place it, we all each have a higher self. Even sometimes you'll hear it as that intuitive voice, or an intuitive understanding, or an intuitive feeling. That's your higher self. And the more you practice being in control of your mind and your emotions, so your emotions is like you wake up and you're like, okay, I don't want to feel like this. I want to move my awareness. Go and listen to the birds singing. Be grateful for something. Move your awareness. Move yourself out of that state to a different state. You can. And that's what we need to do. Because otherwise we're all just going to go down the tubes. And that's not what we want. We want us all to rise together to a more peaceful and happier human consciousness. Okay, I love you loads. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.